So, Logan Paul and KSI decided to invent a sports drink that was supposed to knock Gatorade off its throne. Instead, they made something that tastes like battery acid mixed with melted popsicles and artificial dreams. Prime was everywhere. Sold out in stores, bootlegged by kids, scalped online like it was a PS5. But here's the plot twist. The moment people started reading the nutrition label, things went downhill faster than Logan's NFT career. The hydration version was basically glorified flavored water. The energy version had so much caffeine it could legally power a Tesla. Lawsuits started flying over misleading labels. Kids were slamming 2 bottles a day and blacking out in math class. Schools literally banned it, which is a milestone I don't think Gatorade ever unlocked. Prime isn't dead, but its reputation is clinging to life support. KSI's still sipping it in boxing promos, but the rest of the world quietly went, yeah, we're good, thanks. Feastables was marketed like it was going to end Hershey's entire career. Cleaner ingredients, real chocolate, no boring branding. Cool. So why did it taste like cardboard with ambition? The first batch of Feastables chocolate bars came with all the YouTube hype in the world, but very little actual flavor. And the fan behavior? Absolute madness. People were filming themselves pressuring retail workers to rearrange entire aisles. Yo, can you stock these better? MrBeast said we gotta help. Yeah, bro, let me stop everything and make sure your $2 chocolate bar can fulfill its influencer destiny. Eventually, reviews tanked. Giveaway tactics felt manipulative. Stores pulled back. And now, Feastables is mostly living on life support through Walmart end caps and nostalgia. MrBeast moved on to building chocolate factories and giving away organs or whatever. But Feastables? It's barely a footnote in the Candy Hall of Shame. So you've got Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast, 3 guys who could sneeze into a paper bag and sell it for $12.99. They joined forces and decided, let's disrupt lunch. And that's how we got Lunchly, a brand that asked the critical question, what if Lunchables, but for hype beasts? It came in this weirdly intense packaging, trying so hard to look modern and cool, as if neon labels could hide the fact that the product inside looked like a sad airplane meal that got lost in baggage claim. Let's break it down. It was sold in gas stations. The ingredients were ambiguous at best. One version had a few crackers, some low-effort meat slices, and maybe a cheese cube trying to escape. And it cost way more than actual Lunchables. People online were rightfully confused. Is this a snack? A full meal? A marketing dare? TikTok started flooding in. Opening it, sniffing it, gagging slightly, then cutting to trash can footage like it was found footage horror. And here's the kicker. Lunchables, the actual brand they were clearly mimicking, is still out here thriving with kids, nostalgia, and edible food. Meanwhile, Lunchly disappeared faster than a crypto sponsorship post-scandal. No updates, no apologies, just vanishing sandwiches and disappointed taste buds. So, yeah, when your game-changing influencer lunch makes people run back to Oscar Mayer, that's when you know the brand has officially flopped. You know it's bad when MrBeast himself sues his own brand. That's how spectacularly MrBeast Burger crashed. Originally launched as a ghost kitchen franchise, it sounded like genius. Low overhead, infinite reach, millions of fans. What could go wrong? Everything. People were getting burgers with no patties, cold fries that looked like war crimes, orders that looked like someone assembled them with a blindfold on during an earthquake. It got so bad that Beast had to publicly apologize, then full-on sue the ghost kitchen company. His actual quote? It was beyond disappointing and damaged my reputation. Yeah. When your name is literally in the product and the product is garbage, that tends to happen. MrBeast Burger is now permanently closed, buried next to the dreams of every kid who wanted to DoorDash greatness. David Dobrik really woke up one day and said, what if Instagram, but disposable cameras? And that's how Dispo was born. An app nobody asked for, but venture capitalists still threw millions at. At one point, it was valued at $200 million. Let that sink in. $200 million. And then The Vlog Squad scandal hit, public trust nosedived. The co-founders politely yeeted themselves out of the brand, and users went back to just using Instagram filters like normal humans today. Dispo still technically exists, but it's basically the digital equivalent of a haunted house. Empty, echoey, and full of broken promises. Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, yes, the Renegade sisters, decided they were fashion moguls now, so they dropped D'Amelio footwear. It was marketed as luxury, but looked like something you'd find in a clearance bin at Ross. No shade, just facts. The internet was confused. Why is this sandal $110? Why does this heel look like a budget Power Ranger boot? Who is this for? Even their own fans were like, love y'all, but I'm not wearing that to school. Sales were meh. Social media engagement was dead, and by the time people remembered it existed, the brand already stopped posting. Luxury brand. More like quietly archived Etsy shop. When Courage JD and Nadeshot launched 100 Thieves Burgers, the idea was simple. Gaming org plus food equals money. What we got instead was reheated chaos. The burgers were sold through ghost kitchens, bad sign already. And early reviews looked like something you'd scrape off a high school cafeteria tray. Missing buns, raw meat, packaging that looked like it was folded by an angry toddler. And let's not forget, it was literally just a MrBeast burger rebrand. Same kitchens, same issues, new faces, fans hated it. Gaming Twitter roasted it. And 100 Thieves quietly deleted it from their memory like a corrupt save file. And finally, we have Sisters Apparel, the ultimate lesson in, if your name is your brand and your name is trending for the wrong reasons, you're screwed. James Charles launched Sisters Apparel when he was at the peak of his YouTube dominance. Everyone was wearing it. Tie-dye hoodies. Sister, everything. It was a whole cult vibe. Then, scandals happened. Multiple. Rapid fire, none of them good. Suddenly, merch sales dropped, influencers stopped wearing it, the website went silent, and James quietly nuked the whole thing from orbit. You can still find some leftovers on resale sites for like $12, which honestly feels about right. So yeah, that's the highlight reel of YouTuber brands that soared like eagles and died like moths in a microwave. Just because you have 10 million subs doesn't mean you should start a burger joint, a candy empire, or whatever Lunchly was. Stick to what you're good at. And if you're gonna launch a brand, maybe make sure it's not disgusting. That's it. Thanks for watching. Or don't. I'm not your dad.